For the first part of our cello warm up, it's going to be standing. We don't need any equipment or gear. All we need is a wall and our bodies. The more wall space you have, the better. But we can always modify the exercises to fit into whatever space you need it. I lived in a studio apartment in Brooklyn for 2 years, so I get it. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our shoulder blades moving. Now, I have enough room that I can get my arms all the way out. If you don't have that, you can just bend those elbows a little bit and get the same motion. So I have my upper back against the wall. I have my head against the wall. I'm gonna start with my palms open right by my hips. And I'm gonna slowly bring my arms out like I'm doing a snow angel. And I can feel my left shoulder's a little bit creaky. It doesn't really wanna move, but I'm pushing my shoulder blades into the wall, using that for stability. And I'm working through that motion, finding the path of least resistance, nice and slow. And I'm gonna come back down. I'm gonna do that again. And you might see, you can see that shoulder's already moving better. It's still locking up on me a little bit, but it's already getting better just with 2 reps. So this is what I mean by working out the kinks. You really want to just focus on finding those movements that are giving you trouble and fixate on those. Get those clean. Get those moving well. Do one more. I'm gonna really focus on getting a smooth motion. There we go. That was the best one. And we'll stop right there. So I did 5 reps. And if something feels really good, you can spend more time on it. If it's getting boring, you can move on to the next one. Now we're gonna work on getting our lats moving. We talked last week about how these are a very important muscle for so many different movements. So we're gonna start in a position against the wall. I'm gonna have my hands up against the wall like this, and my head between my arms. That's gonna get our lats into a very stretched position. And now what we're gonna do from here is I'm actually putting downward pressure. I'm kind of pushing my palms down into the wall. And then as I'm doing that, I'm gonna come up and stand up straight. So this whole time, I'm putting downward pressure on the wall. What that's gonna do is that's gonna get me used to using my lats to move my shoulders more and not relying so much on my traps. Because if I'm pulling down, I can't use my traps to do that. Another way you can do this, if you have more options besides a wall, if you have a couch, you can put your hands on the edge of that couch and do the same thing. And now it'll be a little bit easier to put that downward pressure because you can push straight down into the top of the couch rather than having to keep your hands pressed against that wall while you're pressing down. You can try both, see what you like more, see what's more convenient.